just say that. And so what they see every day as far as like where they go and where they party might not be where you want to go and where you want to party, but that's all they know. So you ask them and you say, well, where do you need to go? Where you want to go?
So if you're in South Africa and you have a curated trip, like if they visit you or they visit me, like I went to Rand's with customers a couple weeks ago. Rand's
Hmm.
is in Kailicha. And if somebody said, oh, go to Kailicha, you'd be like, oh my God, it's so dangerous. It's in the township. It's
Hmm.
dangerous, right? And it can be dangerous. But it's not all dangerous. There's actually a middle class, there's a working class there, there's a community
Exactly.
there, there's entrepreneurs there. But if you just went randomly by yourself, you might end up in the wrong part of the town. But if
Yeah.
you come with a curated experience, then you go with somebody. I've been to Rand's before by myself. I know the owners, I know the manager. You know what I mean? I know people in the community. So if something went down, I could call somebody. But that's the difference between a curated trip and coming by yourself and being like, I'm gonna figure
Mhm.
it out. And the Uber driver is now your travel curator. Really? I
Yeah.
mean,
And
and
yeah,
I don't mean to say it like this. Are the person who's waiting the table is your travel curator now? And I don't mean to say it like this at all, right? But you're asking people who don't have the income to do the things that you want to do, how you want to do it, right? So like
exactly.
they're not going to have that experience. Um, yeah, so I think that that's probably why your business is so successful too, is because when people visit South Africa, they not only do you know South Africa, you also come from the same place as them, so you kind of
Yeah.
have their expectations, right? So
Correct.
it just works out together. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's why you should just go like if you don't know anybody, you should just probably hire a professional. That's how I am.
Yeah, because that's how I travel now. I've been traveling that way for years before I got here. If I go somewhere, I'm not just popping in at a Holiday Inn with 8 people in the room talking about we're ready to party or go
Hmm.
find some. I'm finished that, and there's a lot of people in our age range that are looking for proper stuff. They want to put on some nice clothes and go have a nice 5-star experience. And I'm tell you what I noticed here in Joburg, people don't want to believe it, but most of the places that I go with is 5-star scenarios, mostly are Black South Africans are there. That are they're all entrepreneurs. They're doing whatever they're doing, or they're working for the government. But when I
Yeah,
go to these,
that's what I love about Johannesburg, though. I love
yeah,
that about Johannesburg.
yeah, and it's good. It's good to feel it, and it's good to see it.
Hmm.
Especially if you're coming from America, when you are the top person maybe in your environment, but you're like the only black, or maybe there's like 2 black people and everybody else is not, and you're like, dang, you gotta temper your expectation. Let's just say that. But you can come here and you're looking around a whole sea of people, and they're all black, and you can relax, and they can relate to you because you guys are having similar conversations. You're like, wow, this is better than Atlanta. I thought
Yeah,
Atlanta had it going on.
it's better. And then you have a whole international experience. And now you have friends in another country, like if
Hmm.
you're cool like that, if you can make friends like that. But yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Some of us can. Some of us are just,
Yeah.
downtrodden, such as myself.
Stop.
Cool, 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 cool.
Yeah, but I mean, bottom line is I love Cape Town and Johannesburg. I mean, and
Mhm.
I love Durban too, but I do have my heart belongs to Cape Town. My
Fair
soul
enough.
belongs to Cape Town. Cape Town. My heart is Johannesburg. Like, yeah.
So, so what would you? Okay, here you are. You got this because, like I said, we ultimately moved here. And what do you think would be like your very first step when you say, you know what, I'm looking for something different in life. I've done all the Atlantas and the Dallases and the DCs and I've done all of that. And it doesn't mean you have to do all those things in that order, but I've done a few things in life. But I'm looking for something special. How can South Africa slot in that space, and how can they get it?
Oh, I mean, I think first of all, maybe they just start off by taking a real estate tour. Come
No,
to
no, no.
South Africa. Maybe come to South Africa. I would say come to South Africa. Come a couple days early. Tell Mark when you book your real estate tour, you want Cape Town a couple days early. Spend a
Yeah,
couple
sure.
days in Cape Town with me, wine tasting, and then I'm gonna tell Mark to upgrade his package